And the thing is, I feel like he would have liked Trotsky more than McConnell. So, but that's just me putting my own feelings on Orwell. I don't know if I have a right to make those assumptions.
Well, I'll tell you what I think about all this. I'm just so sick and tired of all these Star Wars. Hey there, folks! Welcome back to Dead of the Two. Brain! I'm Zerfall.
I'm serious, JG. The Star War that is currently occurring between massive Hollywood celebrities, Leon Trotsky and Mitch McConnell.
Last we left off, we were checking out
They're right
everything.
up there with Hollywood Celebrity Bean. I'm sorry.
We were checking out everything in this office except for his face because we were trying not to advance into a plot before we had time. At the end of a video, we got all the time in the video this time, so...
We were also worried that we wouldn't get a chance to comment on his hairstyle.
Steve, I want to thank you again for yesterday. You were gentle and tender, but you were also thoroughly satisfying.
It's nothing. I should be the one thanking you. You provided me so much good info. I wanted your help, McLeod, but I still had more investigating to do first.
I need to throw in more McLeods just to remind myself this is not Solid Snake. I don't want anyone to get confused. This is a different voice.
Actually, more importantly...
Yeah.
Wait, he paused long enough after more importantly for Steve to say, yeah, what is it? What's so important?
Yeah.
We talked about Sheila, didn't we?
Oh, man.
She's your fiancée, right? You said she's connected to the incident, too.
Yes. Actually, when I got home yesterday, I found my place empty with a note saying she was looking for me.
At Reese.
Yeah, I ran off to the bar, but by the time I arrived, Bloody Fox had already injected her with purple sky. She was also naked and was about to be raped.
Goddamn.
The main reason I'm here is because I'm worried about getting her injected with that joke. I wanted to ask you about what to expect.
Also, she seems to be missing.
Yeah.
I guess she just didn't answer her phone, and she has a spare key to our place, but why would we go check on her when we can go talk to some cop about what might happen?
You know, I have fun with the zany voice acting, and you have even mentioned when speaking about very amateur voice acting the game once. You even said it's like a voice you or Lethal would do, as though I'm not a serious voice actor. But I feel like if you got some really good voice actors to voice this script, I don't know that it would save it. This script might still be a little off, even if it was being voice acted in a more serious manner.
Do you see any symptoms, McLeod, or...
She blacked out for a little while, I think. And since she was about to get assaulted, she was traumatized to hell and back.
He thinks she blacked out?
She might have. She was about to get assaulted.
I took her home, but she still seemed out of it. So I thought it would be a good idea to send her off walking home alone.
Yeah, cool.
Well, purple sky isn't like weed, and then it makes you trip, but it does temporarily increase blood flow to the brain. I'd like you to watch this film about weed so you can understand what it does to you. It's called Reefer Madness. Sounds like Sheila had something like a mild concussion from it. Make sure that she gets plenty of rest. Did she have a gaping head wound by any chance? It's even more important that she sleep. And make sure you position her so that blood is flowing onto the ground.
Steve, is Purple Sky capable of inflicting permanent damage?
And the drug, compound that revives cells, created by your buddy, Dr. Cougar. It's about half of what it usually is.
So only 50% of the drug. So only 50% of the drug is some reanimation serum. Then what makes up the other 50%?
I might not be. I'm a forensic chemical scientist, but even I can't see what makes up 50% of Purple Sky.
Hey,
work.
you
I
know
was
what
trying to
it
make
is?
a cinnamon toast crunch joke. It didn't.
Okay, it didn't quite land. It's like, okay, so it's 50% purple.
The other
Then
50% CID.
it's about like 44% oxygen, about something percent nitrogen. There's a little bit of argon. That's sky.
Heroin.
Fuck me.
So let me ask you something, Zerf.
Yeah?
So this reanimation serum is not literally poison.
No, it reanimates you, but if you take it when you're alive, it almost kills you, and then your brain resets, and you're immortal for a while.
So I feel like if it's not literally a poison, is there anything you can cut heroin with that is not literally poison that is going to be, less bad for you than just 100% pure heroin? Like, I feel like you can cut heroin with most things, and it's like, oh, okay. But in this case, it is a thing that will turn you into a zombie and eventually a robot monster. And he's like,
Fuck me. They cut it with heroin?
Unless you're a regular heroin user, the effects on the body aren't too severe. But in the case of Purple Sky, it sticks around your bloodstream for a longer time.
She's gonna be tracing that dragon for the rest of her life now. Sorry about that.
It's actually a pretty good deal. It sticks around for a long time. You really get a good bang for your buck with Purple Sky, let me tell you. And that's the problem. A longer residence in the body creates the same effect as regular injection and spread it over time.
oh, it's like she has like one of those take-home infusers like I had. Those were a lot of fun.
In other words,
But for
you
heroin.
get
For heroin. Man, that's a crooked hospital. You go in and you get, oh yeah, you're gonna have this thing. You want to wear it around your waist. We got a little carrying pouch for you, and it's going to slowly inject heroin into you.
I don't trust these doctors at this hospital. I hear that they're working with big cartel.
Could be. They prescribed me Tylenol for the pain after I had my heroin pump inserted. I think they're crooked.
In other words, you get the equivalent of multiple injections worth of damage in just one dose.
Dots.
Well, of course, it varies from person to person. Don't worry about it too much.
What do you mean by damage? What do you mean by person?
That's the scariest part of Purple Sky. You came at a good time, though, because I'm about to go see our researcher, Dr. Lyle. Lyle Alzino. Would you like to come along?
No, I'm busy. I've got to start the 8-hour walk home. I mean, yeah, of course.
Alright, let's head out. Hopefully she'll be a female character, because the game really needs one that isn't getting raped. We're here. This is the Parain Research Institute.
I wouldn't expect there to be a research institute all the way out here. What kind of research are they doing?
They help out with IDing various substances and other tests and drugs. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Anyways, we're not going inside right away until you have a chance to look at building a whole bunch.
It's a 3-story lab. Just looking at the garden, it seems pretty spacious.
Cole, why are you saying that out loud?
Hey, you notice how the fire escape only goes up to the second floor? I just noticed that. I also think out loud.
This lab's out from far from town. It's quiet and has a welcoming environment. It seems like Steve is pretty close with the doctor in charge here.
Oh, this
I can
doctor
tell
says
that.
Sheila.
Yeah, I can tell that from examining the outside wall.
No. Oh.
The emergency staircase leads up to the second
Well,
floor.
hey, I was right. For some reason, it doesn't go to the third floor.
Cool.
Oh, the main entrance is right ahead. Why are you looking like you're gonna run up the emergency stairs?
Parain Lab is written above the entrance. That's a name you don't hear every day.
Oh, maybe not where Cole is, but
If you work there, you probably do.
Since we're here to investigate Purple Sky, we should have lots of questions ready for the doctor.
Oh, hey, and now it's going to suddenly turn into the Crimson Diamond. I'm just like, we'll have to.
we gotta write
Prepare
down
our
all the questions we
questions,
want to ask.
Since we're here to investigate Purple Sky, same thing I just said.
Come on, let's go. Cloud.
All right.
This doctor doesn't look
Oh,
that
man.
different from him.
I feel like there's a whole clan of these guys.
Let me introduce you. This is Dr. McLeod, Lyle McLeod from the Parain Institute's Pharmaceutical Development Department, the PIPDD, the PIPID, we like to call it. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Cole.
Hi, glad you could make it.
Oh, thank God. I didn't realize when I took on both Cole and like back in the last game, you were the doctor, I was Cole, and then you were the love interest. And now it's like it's just Cole nonstop talking to someone else. Like,
this time you're the love interest.
Exactly.
Hell of a lab you have here.
What the fuck does that mean?
It doesn't matter what the drug is. If you ask Lyle, he can tell you what it's made from.
That's thanks to all the equipment I have here. In theory, I could create potent drugs and leave no trace.
Now I hope you realize as you give him this voice that he's probably the mastermind villain of this whole thing.
Well, I mean,
I have a sneaking
sometimes
suspicion.
sometimes the biggest nerds are the biggest evils.
Oh yeah, so look at Elon Musk.
I don't go talking about weird stuff or like real life figures that could upset your fan base.
Could you make the reanimation serum?
Ah, that's beyond even me. The person who came up with that is a genius.
We got that from looking at the
The space between them.
So apparently this is like talk to Steve, this is talk to
Yeah.
the doctor, this is talk to
This
both.
is engage them both, yeah. This is use your wonky split eyes to look at both of them while talking so they don't know who you're addressing.
Well, when it comes to Purple Sky, Dr. Law knows everything, except where it came from, what it is, how it works, etc.
I haven't been able to return to my normal pharma research ever since I started investigating Purple Sky.
I'll never be able to finish my advanced new boner pills.
I already filled in Dr. Lyle about your situation over the phone yesterday. We're safe and trusting him with that information.
Now, the stuff I just learned about how your girlfriend was being raped and stuck with a drug, like, that's new to him.
That's good to hear.
I'll keep
By the
things
way,
discreet.
By the way, Donald Trump stole from us this whole wear a necktie that's way too long in the front. He's totally ripping off our look. He decided to go with the solid red tie, but he stole everything from Dead of the Break 2.
This guy's suit's a little bit too big too, eh? And his hands seem kind of small.
Could be. Could be.
If you want to know about Purple Sky, Lyle's far more well-informed than me.
Ask me anything you want to know.
I won't be able to answer you, but,
I see a door on the left, and I want it painted black.
That leads to my private lab. It's locked so intruders can't get in. Doc
Or
might
see my
want to
porn.
think about doing that.
that's a good idea.
Don't feel bad, Cole. I'm not allowed in there either.
There are things I would prefer others not see.
It's actually just his porn folder.
That's, yeah. It's actually it's a document file called financial documents.
There's lots of gadgets set up along the walls. Definitely a laboratory vibe. Also, it looks like there's some gadget, like deviant art pictures of Gadget from Rescue Rangers. And that's what he doesn't want us to see.
All right, we've expended the ceiling looking.
I must let you know, Steve filled me in on your situation. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it sure is.
Cole's tough as nails. I haven't made it this far on the cloud.
If there's anything I can do, let me know.
I'd like to see your badge on my desk. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, Lyle's the one in charge of the lab. He's a dependable guy.
Well, so I'll tell you exactly what I want to know after I've clicked on your head at least 7 times.
Yeah.
I hate to ask so abruptly, without clicking on your head several more times, but I have to know what happens to someone when they're injected with Purple Sky.
So I do have to comment about how abruptly Cole is asking this. Steve said, hey, if you want to know about Purple Sky, talk to this guy. And he was like, yeah, I know a lot about it. And then he was like, hey, if you have any questions, now's the time to ask me. And then Cole was like, well, I hate to be so abrupt now that 2 of you have prompted me to ask questions, but I do actually have a question.
And I know that we called you yesterday to say that we would be coming here today to ask you questions, but we should have written in advance, like a month out.
So he's like, yeah, can I get your questions in writing, please?
Okay, that's not funny.
Well, before I can tell you that, I'd like to hear about the person you mentioned to Steve, who made the reanimation serum.
Okay,
I guess
well,
we
that
asked
was a
it
very
too
abrupt
abruptly.
question. I'm going to have to go see my lawyers. We will respond to you in writing within the fortnight.
Yeah, we talked about it over the phone or on the cloud.
It was from a scientist named Cougar, who mainly conducted research on cancer cells.
That's right, Dr. Lyle. He was a brilliant scientist, but only an average warrior.
I was a bit curious. You see, I once worked under a scientist named Cougar. I wanted to know if it was the same one.
Kind of seemed like Dr. Brown from the Back to the Future. Could it be?
What was Cougar's last name? I always assumed that was his last name.
I under the
His actual name was Maxwell Cougar. He was a tennis coach / scientist. Hamilton. Cougar Hamilton. He was also the first treasurer, Department of State Treasury guy. Treasury Department. Never mind.
So that's how it
lost
is.
my truth.
Yes, I remember him well.
No way. You were Doc's assistant? That's right. We got high together one time.
I worked in the same lab as him for 2 years. His research was staggering. I was always amazed by his results.
Nothing is suspicious to Cole, who knows that like Cougar's secrets were stolen by a like evil science guy. Whatever.
Yeah, but those people blew up, remember? And none of them survived except for at least one of them.
Yeah.
He was consistently one step ahead, and it ate at me. I always hoped to surpass him one day and be called Big Cougar.
But unfortunately, LBJ, the only one who could give me such an honorific, is dead. Although if I could reanimate him.
At that time, he had a wife named Mary, but she died in a tragic traffic accident.
She was cross-eyed and couldn't tell that it was not the right time to cross the street.
Apparently, they were like, listen, we want to give more backstory about Cougar, but we don't want to have Cole dishing it all out.
Yes.
Back then, he was deeply depressed, but he often reassured me, and maybe himself, saying, I have reliable companions.
He was talking, of course, about Adric, Nissa, and Tegan. Sorry. And I'm
But of all
starting to
the-
think this guy's not actually evil because they're telegraphing it too hard, but that like I'm really second-guessing myself a lot about how good would the authors of Dead of the Brain 2 be about
I don't know.
like,
Look,
you know,
look at how sharp
misleading
his,
you. Yeah.
his cheekbones are here.
Cheekbones, yeah. He really does look quite a bit like our friend Steve over there.
But of all things, he wound up creating a reanimation serum? I'll never be able to surpass that, no matter how hard I try. Oh, I suck now.
Hey, come bring it in, man. Let's hug it out. Dots.
All right, I just had to make sure he wasn't secretly having new text.
Lyle and McLeod, there's something else. Yesterday, Cole's fiance was injected with purple sky.
Yeah, we kind of had it was kind of important we talked about this quickly. I don't know why we went into such a backstory.
I see. At what time?
Around 3:30 a.m.
Oh, no, you're not supposed to do it after midnight. She's going to turn into a gremlin.
That's probably just as well, considering what we thought was going to happen.
What was her name? Stella? Shelley?
Della. I mean, Sheila.
I see. So, what was her reaction to it?
What the fuck, man? That's why I'm here talking to you. Oh, I'm sorry. She lost consciousness right after those bloody fox bastards injected her. She said she was fine when she came to, but I sent her walking home alone and lost all touch with her after that.
I hope the potency of Purple Sky was suboptimal for her sake.
Oh, see?
Purple Sky is cut with heroin, which lessens the effects of the reanimation serum, so the risk of reanimation is low. It's dependent on how much of the bacterium DNV, which is produced by mixing heroin with the serum, has multiplied.
Yep, that's how bacteria are created. You mix heroin with other drugs, and bacteria exist.
I don't know why I'm like, maybe this is a new bacteria that we all have a little bit of this, but it really thrives in the environment created by combining purple sky. Like it's a bacteria that is just like it's there, but it really kicks into overdrive once heroin and reanimation serum are combined in your body.
DNV? Isn't that where I have to go to get my driver's license renewed?
And it comes to the length of time between the refinement of the Purple Sky and the time of injection. That's when the DNV multiplies.
Oh, this is gonna be like midichlorians?
Midichlorians, yeah. She's gonna be stacking rocks with her mind like nobody's business.
To put it simply, DNV keeps multiplying when it's in the unused purple sky, but once injected into the human body, it dies off within several hours. However, if the DNV had time to grow significantly before injection, it can develop a resistance and survive. DNV's resilience likely comes from Cougar's reanimation serum. Without resistance, the bacteria injected into a corpse would die almost immediately.
So does that mean just regular heroin has tons of this?
I'm not sure. I'm starting to think that. So does the DNV do anything bad? Oh no, DNV is actually a beneficial bacteria. She should have like really good digestive health now. It's a probiotic.
That resistance is what's needed for staying alive in a corpse.
Oh, you can tell by the way I move my corpse. I'm a pedover.
It varies by person, but if DNV gets into the brain, fainting is just the start. The body numbs and weakens, you stop answering phone calls, your boyfriend doesn't check up on you.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. That's the bacteria that caused that. It's not because I'm a terrible person.
Since the drug is so fast acting, if Sheila is awake and speaking, there's not much reason for concern. But if you're still worried, feel free to bring her here. We can run a blood test on her.
Oh, it's almost like it would have been a good idea to keep her awake and active when she was concussed and injected with the purple sky.
Yep.
Good to know, retroactively.
Where is she now, McCloud? I want your badge on my desk.
I tried calling her, but I guess she's out. She said something about desiring to eat human brains.
Yeah, we should do this sooner than later. Can we get her blood soon? Or I guess we could just wait till tomorrow.
Right. She should be home soon, so I'll bring her in.
So while the Lyle would end up being the assistant to your doctor buddy who came up with the reanimation serum, it always feels like kind of poor writing.
Do you know what?
There's
Do you know
lots
what
of
I
gadgets.
hope actually is
What do you
happening
hope?
here?
What do you hope?
I hope that this guy that's supposedly the brother is in fact Ghoul.
No,
And-
get out of town. You think that
No,
might be
listen.
where this is going?
No, but then this doctor is so evil, but so good at it, and so good at wiping his memory and giving him these new false memories that when the time comes, he betrays the doctor because he's like, "Oh, you're such an asshole. I'm just trying to be a good cop here, and you really planted in these got to be a good cop memories, so I'm going to take you out."
I think that's a pretty distinct possibility. I think an even more fun but less likely possibility is that Ghoul is Ghoul, and Ghoul has all of Ghoul's memories, but after his face was blown up by that dynamite, he really had time to think,
He was,
and now
like-
he's reformed. And it's like I lied to you and told you I wasn't Ghoul because I figured you could never forgive me. But now that I am Ghoul, I need you to trust me. I really do want us to stop this evil doctor because I've realized that everything I was doing was bad, and I was acting my worst impulses, and I just wasn't being the best Ghoul I could be. Should do it sooner rather than later.
Okay, I'm suspecting I'm supposed to press this.
But we're probably supposed to save.
All right, I'll head over to Sheila's apartment and bring her back. I'll see you soon. Don't come with me or anything.
I'll be here, so come back anytime. Bye.
I live in my lab. There's nothing unusual about that.
I haven't been to Sheila's apartment in a while. Actually, not at all during this game.
We're coming here for a lot.
Lark cigarettes. The cigarettes that are full of laughing gas.
Sheila's apartment is 15 minutes from the station. I'm jealous of her place, but her parents help out with the rent. Because Lord knows I don't. And on top of that, our parents come over to stay once a month. Hey, it just so happens that today's the day. I wonder if I'll find their mutilated corpses.
All right, folks. When we come back, we're going to look at the advertisements and Sheila's window.
Which has no emergency fire escapes at all. So wow,
Good luck.
even more dangerous than the third floor of that lab.
See you then, folks.
Bye.